Hey guys, so today I wanted to talk about the tinier gifts that we always leave to the last minute. Now, if you have a child around, you might want to turn this video away from them because there's gonna be some Santa secrets, if you know what I mean. Okay, let's talk about it. The item we always leave to the last minute, the item we find ourselves in like grocery stores and pharmacies just scrambling to get, the items that typically get the least thought put into them but kind of deserve the most because I think they can be the most fun, the stocking stuffers. There have been years when my family and I have decided to just do stockings and we don't do full gifts, and it's so much fun. I feel like there's something so whimsical and childlike about it that it just makes it like a really good time. I'm gonna show you a whole bunch of ideas of ways you can think outside the box with this, of ways you can get more creative with your stocking stuffers. These are gonna be items that you can pick up no matter where you're shopping or where you're based. These aren't gonna be brand specific. Though I will show you the brands that they are, you can really just use this as a guide. So first things first is I go to the classic places. I go to the grocery store or the CVS or the Shoppers Drug Mart, and I just pick up the candies that people love or the flavors that they love. And I get things like this. Zach loves Toblerones. He loves Toblerones. He doesn't buy them for himself. He just gets them at Christmas. So this will take up a lot of real estate in his stocking, which is also sometimes good if you have a bigger stocking. So I went to a little local, it's actually just a convenience store, but they have this amazing like international candy section, and I found these guys. So this is like cookies and cream bites and cookie dough bites, and I thought that these were amazing and sounded so strange. They look really retro and fun too, so I always love to go to places like candy shops or convenience stores or just supermarkets that happen to have like an international section, because that is where you can find some really fun stuff to add in. So then I always love to go to like those elevated almost gift shop type places, the places that have like really incredible like candles and really fancy chocolate bars and home items. Some of them even have clothes and shoes and accessories. They're always so good for Christmas. In particular this year I went to Good Neighbor here in Toronto. They've got a couple locations, highly recommend. But I will put a full list here on the screen of my favorite places in Toronto like these boutique kind of shops with these kind of miscellaneous items that are so good for the holiday season. So at Good Neighbor I picked up these. These are two chocolate bars. This one is by Sugarfina. It's the dark peppermint bark kind of chocolate bar thing. And this one's the, I can't pronounce it, Compartes? Compartes? I don't know if that's how you pronounce it, but it's the cereal bowl chocolate bar. So I thought that that was so cool. It's the kind of thing that these are really expensive usually, but nobody would buy for themselves. So I feel like it's really like exciting, special thing to get as a gift. Along the same lines, Good Neighbor has more of these Sugarfina items, like these spiked eggnog bears. Like they're gummy bears that are like a spiked eggnog flavor. And that is so cool. So this little tiny box, it's so bougie. It's so, you don't need it. It's so cute as a Christmas gift. So it's gonna be a great stocking stuffer. So another classic for me is a magazine. You cannot go wrong. You basically fold it in like a U shape and put it at the back of the stocking, and that way you can still fill the stocking with things, but it pops out the top. It looks really cute. And then magazines are the kind of thing you don't really buy yourself very often unless you're like at the airport traveling, which we aren't. I feel like they're a really good thing to pick up, and you can get these from usually your grocery store, your pharmacy, and you can get whatever that person's into. So if they're into home decor, you can get a home decor or an architecture or a home magazine. If they're into fashion, I mean, there's so many fashion mags. You can get tech mags. You can get literally a magazine for pretty much anyone's interest. And if they are into fashion or home decor, I'd highly recommend, if you do have this as an option, looking for a magazine that's maybe from a different country. So I often like to get European or British or Australian fashion mags, and I feel like they're just fun and add a little like extra oomph to the present. I don't know why. I feel like people just get really pumped when they see like a more international magazine. Okay, so next up is candles. I always think if you can find like a small special candle to pop in there for the right person, it can be such a fun little treat. Sometimes I put a little tissue around it so that the smell of the candle doesn't kind of get all over like the items that you can eat in there, if that makes sense, but obviously not necessary. So this one is a crackling firewood and ember candle, and I just feel like this is such a cute little idea for a stocking stuffer. I also have this one. It's a little too large. It is the Voluspa crushed candy cane candle, but there's a mini of this and it would be perfect, very festive. And then any candles that are like Christmas tree scented are divine. So going along with the Christmas theme, one of my very favorite things to put in stockings is a Christmas ornament, and in particular a bit of a funny Christmas ornament like this slice of pizza. I think these are just so cute. You can get really personalized, like if someone likes pickles or olives or chocolate bars, like you can get really cute, almost like really nice Christmas ornaments like this guy that are in that theme. So always very fun. Stores like V2V in Toronto or Good Neighbor or any little gift shop have incredible ornaments, and then you can just buy them online. If you aren't able to shop in person, like we aren't in Toronto, you can buy online. You can do curbside pickup from places. So another idea is hats for stockings, which might sound a little odd, but you can either get a little toque beanie like this guy, who I love, which wraps up really, really tiny, and you can just shove it right there in the stocking. This one is actually cashmere hat from Aritzia. They have some great prices, and this cashmere hat I've been wearing so much. I'm obsessed. Or there's really cute little ball caps, and this one is from Catherine of Beachy KJ's. I'll link her handle down below. It's her little merch, and I think it's like some of the nicest merch I've ever seen. So super cute with the little cherries. It's just so sweet. And for a ball cap, I would just recommend kind of rolling in the back of it like this, and then you can kind of just stick it in if it's a big enough stocking. If it isn't, you can always just poke it out the top of the stocking, but I feel like that's a really cute little addition. Very 2020 of us. Another thing are masks. They're great. They're tiny. You can pop them into stockings. So this one is actually a completely silk mask, and it's from an Etsy store I will link below. So this would be really like bougie and nice, and these masks have been amazing, and it just folds up so tiny, so it would definitely be an amazing stocking stuffer. So another thing that would be really awesome to put into stockings, but isn't necessarily in everyone's budget, would be a piece of jewelry. So obviously you can find jewelry all over the place at varying price points. So I'll just show you a couple of my favorite items that I wear all the time. So these are some bracelets. They are by the Toronto-based jeweler Lisa Goslin, and she has the most incredible stuff. If it's something you're thinking about, her jewelry is so beautiful and you should definitely check it out. Another idea is these little adorable gold hoops. These are from Mejuri. These are solid gold, so they definitely are a bit of a more pricey item, but I do wear them every single day. And if they are something that would be within your price point, they are like so classic. I feel like so many people with differing styles would love something like this. And then another idea is a small dainty little necklace. So this is actually by Ana Luisa, and I think it's just such a beautiful chain. It's so delicate, it's so cute, and it's plated, so it's a little bit more affordable while still being really good quality. So another idea that I love putting in stockings that you wouldn't typically think of as a stocking stuffer is a mug. So this one, if you are a Friends fan, you will recognize this, is an adorable little Friends mug. So basically how I do it with mugs as stocking stuffers is I put them at the very bottom of the stocking if the stocking is big enough, and then they kind of sit at the bottom and all the other items can go into them and then around and on top of them. So they end up working really well, and I think they're just such a cute, like fun outside the box item to put in there, and very useful, and they'll keep it even after Christmas, which is what we want. That's the goal, right? All right, so another thing that's always so good to put into stockings is lip items. So lip balms, lip glosses, lip masks, lipsticks, whatever it may be. Cannot go wrong with the favorite Laneige sleeping lip mask, lip sleeping mask. So good. Pick it up at Sephora. It's a great item. These Revlon matte liquid lipsticks are super amazing. This one here is in the color Embrace, and it looks good on so many different people. I love these. I feel like these are a really good item to pop in there. The Nudestix magnetic lip is also an amazing idea. Super small little tube to pop in there, but kind of like a nicer lip product that people may not always buy for themselves. Another item that you can't go wrong with for somebody with long hair is a really nice silk scrunchie. So those you can pick up in so many places. There's, you know, independent Etsy sellers that you can get them from. You can get them from Sephora. You can get them all over the place, and I feel like they're an amazing item to pop in. This is like a little oil-based roll-on by Maison Louis Marie. It's a, what's it called? Perfume. It's a perfume. So getting a little mini of a perfume is always a fun idea if you know what somebody likes. Another item I've often gotten in stockings that I really always love is like a small hand cream or moisturizer. So this is like a really nice example of a small tube of hand cream that would be really lovely to pop in there. This is kind of a larger moisturizer that you can use all over your body by Summer Fridays. Another idea is like a fancier soap, the kind of things that people wouldn't buy themselves, but is really nice to pop in there. So either a liquid or a little bar of soap like this is always nice. Another idea that I think would be so special and so incredible to get in your stocking is a hair oil. I feel like this is something you don't always buy for yourself, but it's actually so useful. So one of my very personal favorites is a brand new release, female founded company, and it is called Thick. It is such a beautiful hair oil, so I'll link that down below as well. It has a blend of hemp, argan, and grapeseed oil. It nourishes your hair and it smells so good. It's basically like an incredible perfume, but in a hair oil. So it's so good. I highly recommend something like this. I feel like that would be just like really take the stocking up a notch, you know? All right, and to cap it off with the potentially most classic of stocking stuffer items, you can't go wrong with a pair of socks. These ones in particular are my very favorite from Aritzia. They are so good, they come in so many colors, and they're fantastic. All right guys, so that is everything for today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video on stocking stuffer ideas, or even small Christmas present ideas in general that are a little outside of the box, but I think people would really, really love, and you're able to customize and surprise people even more so. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, definitely make sure you're subscribed, give it a like, leave me any comments down below. I hope everyone has an amazing holiday season. Stay safe, and I will see you in the next video.